Good morning, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. I know it is very, very early on the East Coast. Welcome to this nice, chill, early morning DWRC. We have Xarnax42 taking on ryguy3745. My name is Gamut017. I am joined in the booth tonight by Brian Williams42. How are we doing tonight?
Good. We got some late night West Coast racing action with Ryguy and Xarnax. I'm very excited about this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Showing up on the screen, we see Xarnax currently sitting at 1-2, Ryguy at 1-0. So Xarnax trying to give Ryguy his first loss and kind of stay alive himself. Ryguy looking to push to 2-0 and hopefully get a little bit of a jump start on their group. I forget which group this is.
We got the slime group here.
Ah, those pesky slimes.
You can try to run away, but even once in a while you will fail.
So the big thing is going to be, as we about to get this race underway, is looking at that starting stats. We have the spell of return right off the bat. Going to be interesting to see if people decide to, cast return out of the main room and then, use that key in the treasury and see if we get another key or some gold.
Yeah, they've got 5 strength, so anything you can get for a grind that helps you get levels might be the play here. So if they see a fairy water, if they see...
How about a sword? Would sword help?
Sword might be good enough to keep it. You might not reset that away. But Ryguy, true to form, is exploring. I think maybe trying to see if there's a town nearby to know whether or not you should set up a gold grind. But yeah, let's see what's out there. Oh wait, Xarnax has a sword, and so does Ryguy. So maybe we don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, both of them picked up the sword. Was the second chest in the throne room.
We've got levels coming fast. I think both runners are going to pick up 4 or 5 levels here. Unless Hurtmore's here, they're just going to keep grinding. There's really not much reason to go back in, get enough money for keys maybe, but until then, level up.
Yeah, so again, levels coming hot and heavy here. Already level 4 on Xarnax's side, level 3 on Ryguy's. That sword giving, look at that, 65 attack power already at level 4.
But no spells yet, so they can't heal. They're gonna just have to take a death eventually here.
As you see, here comes that death from that warlock on Xarnax's side. That guy finding a cave.
Maybe tablet? I think maybe we just went left and right and not up and down, and that's it.
I am not good with the dark cave, so I have absolutely no clue.
Yeah, we saw a wolf there on Xarnax's side, and it had Hurtmore. So even with the sword, that's not the fight you want yet.
No, but there is level 5, so we've got 1, 8, 5, 1, and outside and repel.
Well, if it's tablet, now you can get out quicker.
Yeah, but unfortunately taking another death to a Wraith Knight. Going to be sent back home. Again, without any type of heal spell right now, we are kind of at the mercy of whatever we can kill before we run out of HP.
Yeah, with 66 attack, I think level 6 is going to be a pretty quick grind for them. As long as they don't stray too far from home, find some enemies they're not ready for. These fights are really easy now. It looks like Ryguy is taking key money and doing some shopping.
Yeah, got enough money built up for a couple keys, so Should be able to pop the treasury real fast. If we get more gold there, then, you know, go buy more keys. But otherwise, not a bad idea at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the armor. I mean, let's not get greedy, but maybe at least some gold. That'd be nice.
There's a fairy water. We have another key, so key refund. We've got the stones of sunlight and a dragon scale.
We'll see if goes to the basement just to check out that. Ryguy is not one to leave things unexplored, so I think Ryguy is gonna make true to that form here and check out what's underneath the castle.
In the meantime, we saw level 6 up there on Xarnax's side. No new spells, not really much in this way of stats either.
And we've got the harp trade underneath the castle, and now Xarnax's gonna find all of this out as well. And that gives Ryguy a chance to get level 6. So they're gonna just keep trading places here for the next couple minutes.
I got finding a town up here. It is Garenham. So, you know that key that we were able to buy early on? We might be able to be using it right now.
Yeah, just doing some checking of the shop, finding that silver shield. We don't have a gold grind this seed, but there's some cheaper gear in there as well.
Xarnax, in the meantime, has taken his money, picked up a couple keys, and is now going to find the harp turning cave underneath Tantagel. We have another key refund on Ryguy's side.
That torch will be handy to check out Tablet Cave if you don't want to try to bonk your way through it. So Ryguy already good to go, see what's there as soon as we're done checking this basement. And this one looks like Swamp South, maybe we'll outside.
It is indeed Swamp South, and we come outside to another cave. We find a grave.
Yeah, and you know, that's a lot of progress. We've got 30 agility on both sides here, so you know, even if something a little tougher pops up, they can get away, hopefully.
You say that, and we're going to see a red dragon just pop up randomly, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully not. Ryguy is at the first chest and a wizard, and I did not commentator curse that run.
We've got wings, we've got gold, and we've got another torch. And we've got a death on Xarnax's side to a stone man.
Yeah, stone men are a tough one. They're one of the toughest ones to run away from here. Ryguy out again and finding yet another cave. We're running out of caves already.
This is going to be the Vanilla Stones of Sunlight cave, and in it we have some more gold.
Yeah, I might even try to spend that. You know you have Garenham, but maybe we'll see if there's another town nearby.
Speaking of another town, Xarnax has found another town down to the south of Tantagel. But we'll not find out what it is as he gets sent home once again by a blue dragon.
Yeah, but Xarnax has taken a couple kind of tough deaths, but still has the experience lead, has found some things, knows where that town is that Ryguy hasn't seen. So, you know, I think they both still got some decisions to make. Looks like Ryguy doesn't have a decision to make here. The Red Dragon's making the decisions.
Now that's going to be Ryguy's first death, so you know, not a bad haul to start the seed out. Got enough money for keys, made it through Swamp Cave, and got some good exploring done before running into the Fun Police.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what was in Garanham. If it was like a chainmail or something, anything to help kind of stay alive a little longer would be nice. So see if Ryguy.
I believe it was a half plate in Garanham.
Not okay. So we lost the money for that for now.
Oh, Ryguy's going to take that torch and re-examine this cave that we believe is going to be tablet.
There it is. Tablet cave. Quick in, one chest outside. Yeah, you still got a lot of things you want to find. And this could be one of them.
Yeah, this could be the armor and make the whole needing money for stuff in Garanham moot, but nope, it's just a curse belt.
Was that level for Xarnax all ones? I missed the HP part. Yeah, all ones, but hurt more, so you don't really care about the numbers if you get that.
Yeah, the real level was the hurt more we gained along the way.
And there's Ryguy getting down to that town, maybe?
It's Hawksness.
That's really interesting, because that's definitely where they're both going to want to go once they have hurt more. Ryguy doesn't know he's going to get hurt more soon, and Xarnax doesn't know that's Hawksness.
In the meantime, Ryguy is going to take another death here to the Blue Dragon. Though, noticing the Blue Dragon had hurt. That could come into play later on if we find a decent area to grind on those. Blue Dragons with hurt doesn't make for a bad grind when we have some more HP.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting with the sword. So if you you don't need to get too much more strength to be able to fight a blue dragon. You will need heals, but yeah, knowing they're a little bit softer than usual is always a good thing.
Times Xarnax making his way back up to Garanham. I don't think we had he had the keys last time to get through to the back. So this will be his first trip into the back and then finding the swamp cave. In the meantime, Ryguy finding an AK.
Yep. In about 3 minutes, that AK will be a lot more tolerable, but right now it's not fun.
There he goes, Xarnax down into the swamp cave. Takes 2 steps, sees it swamp south, and for a second it looked like it was going to try to go outside, but nope, looks like we're instead going to try to walk through it.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a spike check right away. That's probably the decision point for Xarnax, is outside or see what that experience gift could be.
If it is a spike check, and it's a green dragon with Hurtmore.
They do have stop spell as well with level 7, so maybe Xarnax gives that a go next time. And we're just going for the kill, and we got another one, level 8. Some good luck there for Xarnax getting both those kills first try.
There's some more power, 14, 7, 29, and 6.
Well, that's a great level. Still no heals, but more HP is really nice.
Oh hey, speaking of heals, green dragons know it.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice combination. You know, you have to waste 2 Hurtmores if they heal in between, but since you can't heal, you'll take them wasting their turn, not damaging you every single time. Xarnax with the just crit strategy on that Star Wyvern.
Yeah, 20 HP, 1 MP, just takes a step out, gets sees a Star Wyvern and says, "Yeah, I'll just crit it, no big deal."
This is Xarnax also checking out top of Grave, I believe.
Yep, it's going to pick up the wings, and that might be it, 'cause this Warlock might send him home. Nope, takes it out.
Yeah, Xarnax has had a really, just a really productive life here. I mean, this has been a long walk with 20 HP.
Oh, we've got a Metal Slime over on Ryguy's side. And there he goes.
All right, that's still a good run. There's no grind to set up for Xarnax out of this death, but you checked a lot of boxes here. We'll see if Xarnax goes for that town at the bottom that he saw but didn't get into, I believe.
And there's something you don't see every day. Ryguy picking up level 7 on a Goldman.
Yeah, props to knowing you need 6 experience for that level exactly, and going ahead and getting it. But you know that also gets you the chainmail, so great kill.
Picks up the small shield as well, so. In the meantime, there is level 9 on Xarnax's side. It's going to be 9, 1, 9, 4, and heal. We finally can heal ourselves.
I mean, yeah, Xarnax is now like really good shape. I mean, heal is not heal more. Red dragons are still scary, but 96 HP in heal and hurt more, and the sword. I mean, there's not many fights that are that Xarnax not a favorite to win on this overworld.
I think those blue dragons would probably still be a cause for concern, but yeah, everything else shouldn't be any issues at the current moment.
Yeah, and you know they have hurt too, so maybe get lucky, then they're 50% hurt, and you can even fight down a blue dragon.
There's a good target for that hurt more, this werewolf.
Another one-shot takedown for Xarnax. Definitely getting a lot of low HP enemies here.
That's going to be the last of his HP. Oh, by the way, they know baby breath, but gets away with a nice HP number there. Xarnax sees the town, says, "Oh yes, I can go refill my HP." And it's going to be very sad when he sees his Hawk's Nest.
Just another crit on that gold man.
In the meantime, we found coal on Ryguy's side, and we have picked up the silver heart.
Then we know where to trade that in, right? So Ryguy will be able to make a little more progress on the story item side.
In the meantime, Xarnax has opened up almost 1,000 experience lead at the current moment.
Gonna need a crit here. Oh, wow, that Axe Knight was not messing around with that 44 on that one swing.
Yeah, unfortunately, out of MP there, not really much Xarnax could do, but valiant effort.
Yeah, we have 30 whole MP now, so hopefully Xarnax can make it there and have 2 hurt mores to finish off that Armored Knight, but that's probably the last one Xarnax will fight. The Green Dragon just feels like a really nice grind. You're right in Garenham to refill, so we'll see what Xarnax decides to do to get some levels here.
Yeah, I gotta agree that Green Dragon probably a lot safer of a fight. Yeah, you do have the chance for that hurt more to miss, but as opposed to having to use 2 hurt mores on this Armor Knight, definitely the more economical grind.
But we got to get one. They're both on their way, actually. Ryguy just a few steps behind, so we'll probably get a couple of checks here on the spike tile.
So yeah, barring anything crazy happening like a back attack, which doesn't look like we got, we are going to get the second hurt more off on Ryguy's side, second hurt more off on Xarnax's side, and both of them have it down. we're gonna get levels 8 and or 9 and 10 for, or 8 and 10. Sorry, for both of them.
A little bit of disappointment probably with that flute, but hey, once in a while it's useful. Ryguy with the crit on the Armored Knight cannot death warp successfully there. Ends up getting 172 experience.
Once again, return of the just crit strategy.
Yeah, if you're going to fail the death warp, getting 172 experience on the way is not a bad trade.
Yeah, it's like both runners deciding now is a good time to start kind of pushing out, go exploring, see what we can find.
Yeah, there's still Mountain Cave out there with 5 chests. There's still the coordinates that you want to get. You know you need the token and the armor and the death necklace. This is already a pretty high HP seed, so you kind of want that death necklace too.
That's going to be level 9 over on Ryguy's side. It's going to get him up to that nice orange number on the HP plus that beautiful heal spell.
Ryguy just following in Xarnax's tracks here. Ryguy has not seen the green dragon, so it's probably going to head straight there first, see what that grind is. But it would surprise me if either of them stuck around when they have so much of the world left to explore.
In the meantime, Xarnax picking up chainmail and small shield as well, so both of them are fully equipped as best they can at the current moment.
Yep, and see, question in chat, how do we get keys? Yeah, we started with return, and not only that, we started with the sword in the throne room. So they didn't even have to check the treasury, they were already ready to go fight and get some levels 25 seconds into this. So Ryguy's doing some first continent exploration, going east from Garenham and checking over this bridge where it's just blue dragons everywhere. Trying to run and not fight. I guess they hit for 40, so maybe that's the right idea.
In the meantime, Xarnax is following very closely in the footsteps there. It's going to find coal now, so... Going to be able to pick up his harp.
Yeah, checking out the store here. I think, you're looking for a full plate at this point, or maybe a half plate too, if you can get it. Just what's your max armor that you can afford this game, and how quickly can you find it? I guess they could both get a large shield somewhere. That would help quite a lot too.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to save up enough money for that magic armor and that silver shield that was in that shop, though both of those would be lovely to have.
Yeah, a little out of reach this seed. We'd have to kill a lot of gold men, and I don't see either runner investing the time in that now. Man, it's just, we're 22 minutes into this seed, and they're fighting Star Wyverns and Wizards, and not even flinching at it. This is a fast one.
If even those Wizards knowing hurt more, it's like, that doesn't bother me. I'm just going to fight my way through you. Already got 106 attack power.
And we got another cave here on Ryguy's screen. So we've got, what do we got left? We got the Jerk and we've got Mountain. So 50-50, it's a great find. 50-50, you keep looking.
It's a Jerk. So we found the golems. Golems are asleep. This is probably not a good thing for Ryguy.
thinks about using the flute, does not use the flute, and takes the death. Not that bad. You need the MP refill anyways, so maybe a good speed up.
Yeah, but there was a level 11 on Xarnax's side. I didn't see any speed, but definitely we had some nice jumps to strength, HP, and MP, about 9 to 10 each.
Yeah, wow, we're really good in every stat except, well, 2 stats, agility and MP. But for level 11 to be that well-rounded right now is pretty impressive. This hero is ready to go be the Dragon Lord.
It's going to be level 10 over on Ryguy's side now, so keeping step just about a level behind Xarnax at the current moment.
Xarnax checking out this little strip of land on the other side of the river from Garenham. And so far, nothing, but you can't leave these little corners unchecked when you need just 1 or 2 more places. Does seem to be a pretty repetitive walk out, though. Every time you go back home, you gotta make this trek past Garenham, and there's really no other way to go. So you gotta kind of keep traversing the same path over and over.
At this point, you kind of want to see the runners end up walking far enough where they find the other side of the swamp, and it's only one continent, and then they're like, why? Just why?
Yeah, I don't feel like we've seen a lot of the overworld yet. This first continent has a lot of edges. We've seen a bunch of them. Maybe the second continent is quite large, and we're going to have to spend a lot of time over there. Ryguy is...
Yeah, going to make the trip back down into the swamp cave. We'll have to see if this is going to be a check of the spike tile at this point, since we know Xarnax has checked it, Ryguy has not.
Yep, and Xarnax catching up on the story item side, making the trade here, getting the Staff of Rain, and oh, we've got the top corner of the map, actually it looks like, for Ryguy, the very top left corner, possibly, and we're just traversing the northern edge of the world. Still looking for Cantlin and Rimuldar for towns.
Yep, Cantlin being the preferred one, I think, for our runners, trying to get coordinates, and let's see if we see anything on the overworld today.
Yeah, you gotta find your outposts. So even if Rimuldar is here, they have very low MP. Any inn will do at this point to get back in shape. Oh no, we're definitely in the top right corner. That's definitely 2 edges of the world there.
The Ryguy finding that corner and says, I'm going to dive straight south and see what's down here. And so far, so good. I mean, we've got plenty of enemies that we are able to kill with no difficulty.
Yeah, and as they each kind of traverse each other's tracks again, the story of the race, they're really close. I mean, it's 400 experience. Ryguy's got a little bit more exploration out of the way. And just critting on the Midra Wyvern. Just no MP for hurt more, just crit.
Yeah, that'll be level 11 there. And Ryguy probably desperately hoping for a town sometime soon.
Yeah, Xarnax is going to check this little bridge area after the blue dragons. There's not much there, but again, it kind of closes off that part of the continent that Ryguy has already closed off. I think that will send Xarnax through Swamp next after that. Ah, but takes down the blue dragon. That is a good fight. So, well done to recognize that.
Rogue Scorpions have Sleep and DL2 Breath, so the Wombo combo is going to send Ryguy home.
Yeah, ouch. I mean, no hurt more. And they have really high agility, which is the one thing our runners are really, really lacking right now. And that's a long walk back to as far as Ryguy had gotten.
Yeah, I'll have to see if Ryguy decides to go back through there, or if there was any part of this overworld that had not quite gotten to yet. Let's check on this side first.
Yeah, trying to see if you can see the edge of the map over there without having to go around like Xarnax did. We'll see if he feels like that's good enough, or crosses this bridge up at the very top and walks all the way back down.
Meantime, we've got level 12 over on Xarnax's side. We have 3, 2, 1, no spells. That was a sucky level.
Yeah, okay. It had to slow down sometime. You know, I'm kind of wondering if Xarnax is just going to grind here. I mean, Xarnax has got blue dragons and green dragons, and you're really close to Garenham here even. This might be an okay, just quick overworld grind.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, especially when that agility stat is so lacking at the current moment. It might just feel, hey, let's grind until we get a nice agility bonus, and then we'll see about pushing back out, because we don't want to be on the other side of this continent and then end up, you know, in the middle of nowhere, no MP left, and fighting for our lives and get sent home because we can't run from anything.
Yeah. At this point, each death is going to be a minute or two away from home if you're that far out on the second continent, and that's not a good one to take. The first few deaths were real quick, right next to home, just because they couldn't heal. Now they'll be really costly.
Yeah, it does look like Ryguy is going to cross the bridge and make his way down this little sliver of land, and be very disappointed when he gets to the end of it and there's nothing there.
Oh no, the disappointment comes from this rogue scorpion. Lives through one and does not live through the DL2 breath. You know, I thought Xarnax was doing an overworld grind. I think Xarnax just got so many encounters before crossing this bridge, he had to turn around to get more MP. And now he has actually made it over the bridge with MP to actually keep going.
But who needs MP when you can just crit?
Yeah, I think between both runners, we've seen this whole first continent, and there's nothing left on it. So Xarnax is about to finish that bit of knowledge, and then it's going to be a lot of walks through Swamp Cave if those rogue scorpions have anything to say about it.
I mean, if you're a Ryguy at this point, you've seen those rogue scorpions just completely wombo you so many times. Do you go ahead and check the spike tile here and say, you know what, I want to grind up until these rogue scorpions are not a problem. I can repel them.
Yeah, I mean, I think neither of these runners really like settling down when there's so many things they want to find still. You know, the armor especially would help a lot against the rogue scorpions, right? Reduce that DL2 breath, but yeah, one or two more deaths that make it sting a little. They might have to settle down and get some agility.
Xarnax doing a favor to community and checking the Sparko Bridge. Nothing, unfortunately, over there.
Now, I'll be interested if they either runner rescues the princess before they see Cantland. We know a lot of the world is on the second continent, and it's a pretty long walk there. Maybe you want that GPS, just in case it saves you a lot of travel time.
I feel like if either runner rescues the princess, our coordinates are going to be like 1 south, 2 west or something.
Yeah, I mean that's how this game works, right? You've got to really manipulate the RNG that way. But Ryguy's taking the level, so keeping us in a little bit of suspense of what the next move is, but getting enough green dragons here. This will be level 12, and then it will be decision time.
Yeah, we know it's not going to be that big of a stat boost anywhere across the board. Looks like about 3, 2, 1, and 1, I believe. Yep, 3, 2, 1, 1.
And we took one step down, so we're getting a princess.
Ryguy immediately outsiding, and then going to return and rescue the princess, so going to be able to pick up the Wayland positioning system relatively quickly.
Yeah, so Xarnax is continuing to push out. Maybe we haven't seen the whole first continent here, but Xarnax is back on this path. But if Cantland is second continent, having the princess in hand when you find those coordinates has like a really big chance of paying off.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of bridges down to the south curling around here. Maybe Xarnax hasn't quite gone over all of them and said, "Hey, look, I want to push back out and see what I can find."
Yeah, so this is also the top of the map. We know that Swamp Cave brings you top of the map, but very far east of here. So, it's even possible these coordinates, the continent does connect, like you were saying, Gambit. This could be a really big, windy one-continent map if you haven't seen the very edge that Xarnax is pushing towards now.
It'll be interesting to see. We have a cave up here. I believe we've already explored this. This was Jerk, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was the Jerk. And this top corner is dead end. I think Ryguy survived to see that the bottom also was a dead end, but maybe died to a golem on the way and didn't get to see that.
In the meantime, Xarnax being smart, using the flute, and is going to make an attempt to fight the golem. I like this.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a lot of MP, so your grinds are going to be kind of slow from all the refills. If you can get 350, I guess you take it. And he decided not to get bashed in for another 45 here and lose this position.
Yeah, I probably saw the golem wake up after the first one. It was like, yeah, no, I don't feel like waiting through that and having to double heal and risk him waking up again. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, the golem can do, at this defense, can do 51. So you're going to need a lot of sleep luck if you're going to try to heal yourself back up between getting punched.
5, 9, 13, 1, and the spell of heal. Or sorry, not heal, hurt. We already had heal.
Yeah, okay, so we're at 123 attack at level 13. We have 120 HP, so we're almost at Death Necklace range. Agility's creeping up. We're at 50. I know people don't like 50, but you can win on 50. Now it's MP that's really lagging behind.
Yeah, 4 heal mores, which we don't even have yet, but 4 heal mores is not going to cut it.
Yeah, we got a lot of levels to go, unless one of them surprises us. But I would, in my head right now, if I'm one of these two runners, I'm thinking I probably still need 3 or 4 levels just to get the MP I need.
At this point, to see the way things are going, we're probably not going to get heal more until 16, so we're probably going to have to go all the way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about heal more. A very important thing to have. Ryguy going south from the caves. I think this is new territory. Oh, and the golem.
It thankfully wakes up after only 1 hit, so could have been a lot worse.
We have a cave here on Xarnax's side, on the very edge of this first continent. I think this is mountain, right?
I believe it has to be. I think it's the only cave we have not seen.
And Ryguy's coming at it from the north. It's one big continent, and they're meeting up in freebie cave.
Oh, never mind. So this is Tones of Sunlight. We've seen this one already. But yeah, that does confirm it is one big windy continent.
Yep. So that's Ryguy going, oh, I've been here already, and that's me as a commentary going, oh, right, they've been here already. So what's left? Where have we not gone?
So there was a set of bridges to the south, one that continued over. There's like a double bridge, and no one has gone across that double bridge yet. That's got to fall south and probably lead to whatever the rest of everything is.
Oh, there's the double bridge. Ryguy's getting to it now. Looks like a familiar formation from the Dragon Warrior 4 randomizer around Endor. So hopefully Ryguy recognizes it and checks it out. Doesn't look. Maybe saw enough to know it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, I'm running out of places that they haven't been yet.
It could also be Ryguy is completely out of MP and said, you know what, I don't want to go across there and get sent home. Let's just try to see if we can make it back to a town. We didn't. We got sent back home. It's fine. And Xarnax about to find out the news of one continent here as we're about to re-enter Swamp North.
Oh, heads back home. Interesting choice.
I think maybe Xarnax was out of MP as well.
Yeah, Xarnax is protecting that gold. 7,200 somehow. We almost have magic armor money.
Wonder if that's what Xarnax is going for.
I saw, you know, he killed a gold man a few minutes ago, and I thought maybe that was just, you know, muscle memory on Hurtmore, but I think Xarnax has been actually intentionally getting, and here's a tablet gold chest to finish this off. No, he hasn't been in tablet yet.
Quite curious as to what Xarnax is thinking here, because this is confusing here.
Yeah, maybe just getting bearings, but clearly trying to get that last bit of gold to get a magic armor. And in this seed, we've seen a lot of Hurtmore, and you don't have a lot of MP to heal, so this is not a bad play. You're running out of overworld places that could be armor. We've just got the 5 chests in Mountain, and we've got the potential coordinate spot. One of those has to be token. And there's still a fighter's ring and a death necklace. So yeah, armor is not a guarantee here, and so magic armor would be really valuable to have.
Xarnax gonna go grind here, possibly? I mean, using Radiant here in Swamp Cave, we knew it was Swamp South already. This might be a... Yep, there it goes to the spike spot.
Yeah, this could be a multi-purpose grind. We'll see if Xarnax is thinking Princess Rescue as well, since you're here. You can check all those boxes, get your money for everything you need, and yeah, here we go, Princess right away.
So both our runners rescuing Waylon before even finding Cantlin. That basically confirms it's going to be like 1-0, isn't it?
It's probably 0. We probably have got the 0-0 even. They just have to search the castle and find what they need. But that's what the princess is for.
Meantime, there's going to be level 13 on Ryguy's side.
Oh, interesting. Xarnax knew this chest here was the last bit of gold needed. Grabs it, and it's going to grab more. Interesting. Maybe thinking some other shield?
I mean, it's your ghetto gold grind here is just going in and out, grabbing the gold chest, and a little slower than your traditional gold grind, but this will get you there.
If this is Silver Shield, I think it's a huge gamble, but it could be the play of the game.
I mean, it's a twofold here, because you can just keep grabbing the gold till you're ready, then cast Return, drop the princess off, take your save, that way you're holding on to it just in case you meet an unfortunate demise on the way to pick up said shield or armor.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2-minute investment, but, Ryguy will definitely not have a Silver Shield at the end of the game, so you have a big advantage, especially in a low agility seed. Maybe repelling more things, certainly reducing your damage from the Dragon Lord by a couple every swing.
And answer the question in chat, yes, Cole had both magic armor and silver shield. But the interesting thing here is every moment that Xarnax is spending doing this grind, Ryguy is catching up very quickly in experience, as taking a 1,000-point experience lead is now down to about 400.
Yeah, this is just nothing but rogue scorpions, and Ryguy is not giving them one chance to get that sleep wombo combo off. Oh, and the golem here trying to ruin the gold grind for Xarnax. Gets away, has a flute just in case. But yeah, probably should be using that flute right away since we know the golems have sleep. I don't know if Xarnax has seen it, but it's definitely not one to mess with.
Here's Ryguy checking out the shop here in Cole, seeing that magic armor and silver shield and saying, boy, I wish I had a gold grind available to me.
Oh, you have one available, Ryguy. We just saw Xarnax do it, but it's not the prettiest one.
Yep, only went up to the silver shield money, so this is not going to be for armor. This is only for the shield.
Yeah, it's really thinking endgame, right? It's really thinking Dragon Lord fight when you make this purchase over the magic armor, because they would each give you the same kind of defensive boost. The magic armor has the heal ability, reduces hurt more damage to you. So Xarnax is really thinking about the end game and getting the maximum benefit from that silver shield.
This is why Xarnax took the save, just in case something like this Armor Knight decides to absolutely wreck his day.
We got simul Armored Knight fights on both screens. There are 100 experience apart, and otherwise the same inventory-wise, but that's about to change.
Xarnax is also out of MP at the current moment. Be interested to see if he stops here to stock up.
Yeah, I like the herb use. I mean, you're 10 steps away, but you know Armored Knights are there, and you know you don't have any hurt mores. You can just buy the herbs right back. I think is a really heads-up play to max out that HP.
I don't remember if there were silver shields here as well. There were.
Well done, Xarnax. Now let's hope that, for your sake, you get the benefit of it, but Repel already is going to be much more effective.
Simultaneous repel and in usages here. And also simultaneous going into the back of Garrenham and into the Swamp Cave. Be interested to see if either one of these two runners is taking this to go cross to the other side of the world as a shortcut, or if they're going to do a grind.
It's like watching the same stream twice.
We're taking a shortcut, but Xarnax is going to go north. North is, I think, well, I was going to say we haven't seen, but yeah, no, we've seen it. It's just a dead end there.
Yeah, north and directly east were both kind of quick dead ends. So it must go south and east? I don't remember. I just don't remember where they haven't seen yet.
Well, we're in the far northeast corner, so it's kind of like a south and west somehow. It's
Yeah,
just
I think ryguy went quite a bit south on a past walk. So I think we just have to keep pushing south from here. Maybe ryguy will hug the west coast, because I think ryguy hugged the east coast on the last attempt to go down here. But here's where Cantlin and Mountain must be, in this direction. And they're both going to figure it out right now.
Yeah, this area does not look familiar. I don't know if we've been all the way down here yet.
The sleepy golem got ryguy last time, and we just saw him get away from one first try there. So I think we're in that same zone. Maybe ryguy will get through it here.
Yeah, I feel like this might be where ryguy got to and got, as pointed out in chat, this might be where ryguy met the unfortunate Wombo rogue and got sent home. So ryguy probably remembers, hey, this is where I need to be. Hey, look, there's Sharlock.
Yep, one more checkbox down. And yeah, so Xarnax is hugging the east coast, and ryguy is checking kind of the western edge of this continent. Ryguy finding things that he doesn't want to find in rogue scorpions and red dragons.
You see ryguy not even taking a chance, saying, nope, I'm going to hurt more you immediately, go away.
Yeah, normally in a seed like this with low MP and 120 attack, you love to just swing at a rogue scorpion. They have pretty low HP, save a hurt more. That's what Xarnax did, and he just got breath for 72. So yeah, you're trying to save MP, and then the rogue scorpion says, hello.
On Xarnax's side, that silver shield coming into play very, very quickly there. Probably the only thing that saved him.
Okay, we got two more towns here. So we've got ryguy finding Rimmildar, which means Xarnax has found both Mountain Cave and Cantlin. So that's a big divergence in exploration right here.
It's all going to depend on what's in this chest right here that ryguy is about to open. And I feel like those wings are probably not worth the 2 keys.
Nope. And ryguy still knows the valuable locations are out there. Xarnax is here. We'll get the first look at the coordinates. Both of them have the GPS, so we'll see what they choose to do when they get, if they get coordinates. But it seems pretty likely with all that we need.
Come on, 0-0. That's the one good thing with our hit points that we have. Makes walking across these tiles nice and easy. But 50 north, 48 east.
Yeah, 50 north, 48 east. I mean, that's pretty close to maybe Tablet Cave area. Definitely wouldn't count it with the princess. Just kind of run over there, see what you get. Xarnax has to, of course, check Mountain, having seen Mountain here, so is not going to give up position right away.
Xarnax still holding about a 300 experience, well, about 250 experience lead, which for how this seed diverged at the very beginning is really not that much. That's one golem gets ryguy right back into the experience lead.
Yeah, probably won't be a golem with the wombo, but yeah, Ryguy's looking for that large shield, and every shop that doesn't have a large shield makes Xarnax's silver look even more prescient. And I think at this point we might have seen every shop. So
Yep, because that's
there's
correct
Brecken
right there.
So Ryguy's going to have to check that shop. Xarnax can just immediately leave.
And then you see Xarnax heading straight back down to what we know to be Mountain Cave, and probably going to do a full dive real fast.
Oh, has either runner checked bottom of grave? We still have 2 chests down there, right?
True, I don't think anyone actually dove to the bottom. I know we've gotten 3 chests at the top, but yeah, no one's dove all the way down.
Yeah, so your odds are here finding something good if you're Xarnax, but there's still a lot of options. That's 2 chests there, 7 chests in Charlock, so there's still 9 more chests that will be unopened, even if you finish clearing Mountain.
In the meantime, that's going to be level 14 for Xarnax, so we have 2, 10, 11, 2. There's at least some agility.
Yeah, you're squarely in Death Necklace HP, and again, the Silver Shield makes Death Necklace a little bit more palatable. But where is the MP this seed?
Heck with the MP, where's Healmore?
Yeah, Ryguy not taking any chances, blows the flute on the golem. Xarnax trying Stop Spell on the wizard to get through that, so both kind of really effectively using their abilities to help them stay safe and get experience on the way here.
There's a final bit of homework item on Xarnax's side, and looks like Ryguy will be picking that up very shortly as well.
If I'm both runners here, this was far away from home, but it doesn't make you feel too bad that, it took you this long to get here because it's so far away. I think I would bet both runners feel still pretty good about how this seed has gone. And they know they need armor, which is a big, variation in how you play it. But up till now, they both been playing really well.
Yeah, the only question that might be in either runner's mind right now is, what if my opponent did a deep dive of grave and that's where the armor is? That would be playing in the back of my mind. Otherwise, yeah, both runners probably saying, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. However long it took to just find all this, finding out it was one big old continent. Again, an hour in, looking at our totals, I feel good at the moment.
Yeah. Now you start to have that doubt. Both runners have cleared Mountain, and now there's those 2 chests that have been so close to home the whole time, waiting.
Looks like Ryguy cast return. Looks like he is going to make the run. Going to go check, head to Garanham, heal up, and then probably run through the swamp cave and check. They might be going to the dirt first. Go ahead and get the rainbow drop.
Yeah, so Ryguy's up, that's definitely looked like 50 or so steps north, but it's probably only about 10 steps east here. So it's going to have to kind of loop around, hit up the bridge, and keep going east. But Xarnax is on the same track, headed there right now.
Looks like Xarnax might be doing what I was thinking that Ryguy was going to do instead of going to check coordinates here.
Yeah, I think Ryguy just probably thought Cole was a little bit further along the path and chose to go there for the refill. Again, you don't have much MP, so you want to refill as late as possible.
Yeah, Ryguy getting back attacked by that rogue scorpion. Hits him with the DL2 breath, but enough HP to live through it.
Yeah, here using herbs, using heal, just trying to keep that MP ready for whatever you might find.
It's going to be 14 for Ryguy. Let's go see that nice jump in agility.
Yeah, if that's where Xarnax, not picking up magic armor, your grind is a green dragon with hurt more. And that hurt more hits really hard if you give it a chance. So if they need to do any dedicated grinding, the Silver Shield will not help against the hurt more, but it will help with everything else.
We are a bit too far north and not quite far enough east at the current moment there.
Oh, Red Dragon, no! Ryguy. So close.
That is a long walk back, unfortunately, for Ryguy.
And I don't feel like we saw many of those Red Dragons before. I think this feels like pretty bad luck there to find one now.
Xarnax,
yeah, was on the right north-south line, but has to go all the way around, past the caves, past, what was it, Tablet Cave, and back down. Yeah, here we go. Xarnax is in the zone now.
Now we're very close to where that Sparkle Bridge was that Xarnax checked, so... Oh yeah, we need to go 3 east and about 4 south.
Fortune smiles on you. The Death Necklace, definitely the second best find possible there. Chat hoping for someone to grind some money off of that to get maybe a magic armor. Ryguy and Xarnax both need 4,000. It's probably about a minute. Neither of them... Xarnax hasn't taken it, and I'll be surprised if Ryguy does too, but still an option.
I feel like there's easier ways to grind money, considering the fact we know Vanilla Stone's Cave has that gold chest in it.
Yeah. Someone maybe already has done the math on which one's faster. 6 checks of that tile or 1 opening of the chest in the Vanilla Freebie Cave. Yeah, I think, armor dives, especially with low AG agility in Charlock is a real mess. They're going to check every possible place before they have to make that dive for armor in Charlock.
Ryguy currently on the correct, almost the correct east-west line, just a little too far north, having to dive back down again.
Yeah, but I like it. Routing in, getting that token, the drop trade in with the jerk. Not having to go this far north again. And now in the area for the coordinates.
I'll have to see, as pointed out in chat, we'll have to see if either one of them feels like diving into Deep Grave first, or goes a different route. Remember, Xarnax has not seen Rimbledar yet, so that chest still might be playing heavily on his mind.
I think we just saw Ryguy contemplate the gold grind, and then still cast Return.
That tells me Ryguy might be making the dive in the grave next.
Yeah, kind of just thinking, do I have any options left? Do I need to get this money for magic armor? Because I think magic armor for an armor dive is like very, very helpful. Even a little bit of heal walking comes in super handy.
It's like Xarnax is heading for the grave, and Ryguy is right behind.
Yeah, and we're still only 800 experience apart on a green dragon grind or something like that. That's maybe a minute or two at most, so this is really tight.
I'll have to see if anything spicy awaits them in the lower sections of Grave, because that could be the difference maker. If one of them ends up in a hairy encounter with, say, one of those rogue scorpions down here, or, you know, the werewolf dodges and casts sleep on you, and oh, it's baby breath. Oh, if that had been TL2 breath, that would have been heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's still messy. You don't have heal more, so you don't have a good way out of these fights. You have to either run successfully or win the fight. You can't extend it without heal more. Oh, Xarnax with the heal just before this red dragon is gonna try to fight out. Let's see.
I mean, at this point, 131 HP, not a bad idea, and does get through it.
And the level. And the level. Great move by Xarnax.
6, 7, 9, 2 MP, no new spell, 16 for heal more, and where the heck is our MP?
Oh man, for a sword start and hurt more right after waiting this long for heal more. At least it's evened out a little bit. The seed didn't give it all.
Unfortunately, these random encounters being horrible for Xarnax, Ryguy getting through makes it to that fourth chest. It's only gold, but is now in front of Xarnax, whereas Xarnax entered Mountain first. Or not Mountain, Grave.
Yeah, but if you're Xarnax, I mean, you've gotten 600 experience already on this dive, so not all loss. Here we go.
It's our last curse belt.
Thanks, game, for confirming all 3 search spots are indeed in play.
So at this point, Ryguy's going to have the edge. Ryguy knows for a fact that armor's in Charlock. Xarnax, there's still Rimbledar out there.
Oh, you're right. And it's in a really gross spot. It's past Charlock. There are red dragons on the way. There are DL2 breathing rogue scorpions on the way. So, yeah, Xarnax is going to have a big gamble to make. Do I look for that, or do I just grind and dive Charlock?
Ryguy runs into one of those rogue scorpions, gets put to sleep, but thankfully the scorpion attacks instead of DL2ing, and Ryguy gets out of it.
Wait, rogue scorpions have sleep? Have we seen that? I've only seen the DL2 breath. Gross.
Oh yeah, got the wombo combo.
Chat asking about the spike tiles. We've got a green dragon with Hurt More in Swamp Cave, and we have a swing only AK-47 in Hawksness. That's about 2 screens south of start.
Ryguy runs into a golem, and his luck runs out.
Yeah, both of those grinds are not great, only because you have low MP, so no grind is great. But yeah, having to refill on Armored Knights a lot is pretty unappetizing. Although it is pretty close to home, if you Death Warp, it's pretty quick. The greens are in Garanham. You just have to walk out, walk back in.
So take a look at what Xarnax is doing.
Yep, here's the play. You are 90% sure you need to dive Charlock for armor. Getting that magic armor. This chest is getting a lot of work for Xarnax, but one more and that's going to be enough to gear up.
Yeah, considering you have, at this point, you know it's a 1 in 8 chance of it not being in Charlock. You take the grind, you get the armor, and you hope. And I still think Xarnax looks for Rimbledar before diving Charlock, but yeah, this is definitely the correct play.
Yeah, I mean, just really heads up by Xarnax to get both of these grinds, get all the gear you could possibly afford to make a very dicey Charlock dive, maybe a little bit less dicey.
In the meantime, Ryguy has decided these green dragons are going to be my grind and has entered into the swamp cave.
Yeah, Ryguy has seen the hurt more, but is maybe trying to feel out the frequency here. Because if you can get away with just not needing to heal too much, it's not a bad grind. But if you got to heal a lot, it's pretty gross.
Yeah, 125 attack power. We're two-shotting green dragons for the most part. It's just a matter of, okay, do I have enough HP to tank a hurt more? Maybe 2 if I low roll.
Yeah, these green dragons are like 75% hurt more at this point. It's very, very common.
Yep, 75% heal, 75% hurt more.
Yeah, so you're actually probably better off doing the hurt more first. Even though that heal comes into play, you don't take any damage, and you just have to damage race that heal, which they can definitely do at 125 attack power.
In the meantime, looks like Xarnax is diving down here towards Hawksnest. Might be thinking about doing these AKs.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's fast. You don't have to mess around with the heal that the green dragon has. You don't have to mess around with its hurt more. So you just die and walk back down. You know, it's going to be really close, these two grinds.
I just noticed Xarnax does not have any MP left, so has enough for 1 hurt more, and that's it. That'll be interesting. Ryguy once again going with the just crit strategy. And I will say I like the play by Ryguy here. Goes ahead, exits out, and re-enters Garanham, knowing for a fact you've got that key refund in the back there. So no worries about trying to hold on to keys or running out of keys. You're going to get your key back immediately.
Yeah, so here we are. Xarnax taking a death just as Ryguy refills. 900 experience apart. So we'll see how they do keeping that 900 close, or if someone gets an advantage on their grinds here. But yeah, I mean, I want like 30 MP before I even think about doing an armor dive in Charlock here. So it could be a few levels. I mean, heal more is nice, but I want, yeah, at least 20 or 30 more MP to try this. Try to fetch out this armor. mean, chat's asking what would make the Dragon Lord fight viable. Right now, you probably need 11 heal mores, so 88 MP. If you could just appear at the Dragon Lord and fight him right now. If you can get the Death Necklace, you need a lot less, maybe 8 heal mores, 9 heal mores. So you still need at least 30 MP to win the game.
Thanks for reminding me. They actually both do have the Death Necklace, so definitely in play.
Oh, okay. I missed that too. That must have been in... Oh, that's right. Coordinates, of course. Yeah, so they're 141 attack if they went and put that on. We haven't seen enough metal slimes to grind them well. They are around though, right? Kind of near coal.
We've seen a couple, yes, but yeah, not in enough frequency to warrant trying to search for them for a grind.
Yeah, ryguy just kind of getting beat up by that hurt more on those green dragons. Xarnax is up to 1200 experience lead, and ryguy going all the way back to the green dragons again.
Yeah, the occasional golem that Xarnax is able to get here in Hoxus, probably providing him just that little extra oomph in terms of grind.
Maybe ryguy is going to grind in Sharlock. With these two grinds, I don't even dislike that much. Maybe whatever random stuff you find in Sharlock is just as nice.
Yeah, but there's 16 on Xarnax's side. And we have 8, 0, 1, 21.
Yeah, they didn't need any more strength, and that MP, okay, you're at least thinking about it. I don't think it's enough to win the game yet, but it might be enough to get the armor and get one more level on the way.
Yeah, I think it definitely puts it where you can, start making that dive 40 armor. Go in there knowing, hey, I am not going to make it with full resources. Might as well just dive down, find the armor, maybe even check and see what's on the spike tile if I get down there with enough MP left, and then come back and make the full dive.
Yeah, that's right. You've got a potential spike tile down there. Could be an Axe Knight, something that you can really beat up fast. And you're pretty close to Cantlin to refill. So if you save outside MP, you don't even have to make this really, really long walk around the world to get back. And that actually is a big consideration on this armor dive. Can you save outside MP?
As pointed out by Shemike in chat, Xarnax is already repelling wizards thanks to the magic armor and silver shield purchases that were made. So definitely will make it easier time getting down there than ryguy right now with only that 49 defense.
Yeah, ryguy never found a large shield. So that's a 16 defense gap that Xarnax is going to have for the rest of the seed. Yeah, that grind was okay for ryguy. That desert with blue dragons that we talked about like an hour ago ended up being an okay quick little grind for ryguy here next to Garanham.
Yeah, I actually made up some ground in the XP department. It's not only down by 700, it was down by about 1,200 not too long ago. And I might have missed it. Did Xarnax ever make it back to the Jerk to get the rainbow drop?
I don't believe Xarnax has done that trade.
I think Xarnax realized that at the same time because he's headed back north
actually not here. I think it's before... Or I think it's before the path to Swamp Cave. So Xarnax actually has to go west a bit. And then west and then north. And then you'll find the jerk.
Yeah, I believe it's in between Swamp South and Coal.
Yep, and they're both fighting off blue dragons. Again, like probably the nicest fight you could find since they just have heal or a hurt.
Has Xarnax seen the jerk? I feel like he has.
Yeah, Xarnax definitely found the jerk earlier, but maybe just lost it, right? I mean, these two swamp caves along the top of the map, and there's a lot of things here, and I know they both don't physically write maps out, so this could definitely throw you a little bit where this last jerk location is. Xarnax thinking about, do I heal more and keep this fight going? Oh no, they have sleep, so let's just get away. Oh, no, we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, we're going to use this to make sure we can get this Healmore off before we lose this fight.
Alright, the stop spell's a nice play. It landed. And now you can just heal more and win the fight. Slamu, this has been an enjoyable seed. The runners have definitely been challenged. They started with Return and the sword in the throne room, and it has not given them too much help after that. So they've really had to figure out how to route this huge map, how to get experience from some pretty tough enemies, and yeah, you're seeing an Armor and Charlock situation that is challenging them one more time.
Yeah, Xarnax, I believe, is going the wrong way for the jerk. I don't believe he is down here, unless Xarnax is specifically coming down here searching for Rimbledar. But I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I think Xarnax is just a bit twisted around, coming out of Swamp North there. Ryguy did this by walking, the first continent way, up past Coal, across the bridge, and finding the jerk. And I think that's how Xarnax found it the first time. So kind of going from Swamp North is not the path Xarnax took before. And that might be it. Or it's a search for Rimbledar. Because that is also out there for Xarnax.
Either way, it looks like Ryguy is making a beeline towards Charlock, is going to make the dive down for the armor. Or at least make the attempt for it.
Yeah, for those who arrived late, you can see at level 15 you have 45 MP, and that was even a 5 MP jump, I think, from the level before. This has been an extremely low MP seed, with Healmore coming at 16, and Heal coming even at like 10 or 11, so they've really had to struggle to find ways to stay alive and make do with very, very low MP all seed.
As Xarnax is heading back towards, I believe it was Cantlin over here, to try to refill on resources before deciding what to do next. And the fact that we went into that cave tells me point blank Xarnax has forgotten where the jerk is.
Yeah, that's really rough because it's a very, very far away place from where Xarnax is right now. And there's no quick way to get there. It's far from start, it's far from caves, it's far from everywhere. Ryguy has to check this last shop, desperately looking for some armor upgrades. A full plate, a large shield, now relying on Brecconary of all places to come through.
And gets rewarded with the full plate.
Yeah, I mean, that helps. That helps a lot. Doesn't help as much as Xarnax's magic armor, but it's a big boost.
So on the bright side, Xarnax is going to run into Rimwaldar here very shortly if we keep going to the west.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty disappointing find. When you see that wings, might just use the wings and keep searching for the jerk, but that will guarantee that you have to go into Charlock. And Xarnax has all the gear to do it well, but yeah, poking everywhere for the jerk.
Yeah, hopefully he does get those wings and does use them immediately, because that way he'll, if he starts walking it back instead of using the quote-unquote shortcut through the swamp cave, we'll run into that jerk cave. But gives up the wings instead.
We have return. We have everything, but I think it would have been funny just to pick up the wings and immediately use them.
In the meantime, that is a rainbow drop usage on Ryguy's side, and we are in Charlock and immediately accosted by a wizard.
Yeah, so that's a sign of how this is going to go, I think. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is rough. I think that wizard might be 75% hurt more. Xarnax wasted no time using stop spell on the last encounter. I think already figured out that we're dealing with a pretty mean wizard here.
Yep, you are right. 75% hurt more on the wizard.
Yeah, so hurt more enemies here. We know it's the wizard. We know that the red dragon, I think, just punches away. We know the golem has sleep and DL2, is that right? There's some other mean stuff in here too.
Golems didn't have DL2. Golems just had punch more, I believe.
Yeah. Punch more combined with sleep. They don't really need much more than that, I guess. Werewolves have baby breath, so they're okay. Blue dragons have hurt, so they're a great find, especially to grind some this last level on. Or what might be the last level.
But Ryguy just picking up 16 upon the entry of Charlock here. Got the extra MP, but has already used pretty much all of it on just that first floor.
Yeah, I mean, has to really be conservative here with what fights you pick without any heal walking. And there's Xarnax finding the way to the drop, making the trade here. Still has a huge experience lead. Got a red dragon crit on the way here. Is only 300 from level 17. So Xarnax may even pick it up on the walk down.
Xarnax. So Xarnax picking up that rainbow drop and is making a beeline back down south towards where we know Charlock is, and should be seeing him dive relatively shortly too.
Yep, throws on that stop spell, is not going to get it this time. It's probably going to try again. Oh, goes for the run. All right, probably the right play. Just don't want to mess with sleep in a race where you're feeling really rushed after losing that jerk.
Meantime, Ryguy is down on the second floor, I believe. He's trying to work his way down.
Yep, picking things to swing at, so that werewolf is a nice fight. You don't have to use any MP on the battle itself. This Armored Knight.
All right, looks like Xarnax is looking to level a little bit here before going down. Probably wants to get to 17 and see if we can get a little bit more MP.
Yeah, that's another heads-up play by Xarnax. Just, you're so close, and if this is 20 MP, you know, it just makes this dive way less stressful. I mean, look at Ryguy, already down to 11 MP, and, you know, maybe has to divert. Maybe has to just settle for a judge's check. Get something out of this dive.
And that hesitation there, he's going to burn the last heal more.
Yeah, burn last heal more and, you know, really give yourself no choice but to try to run. Use some herbs, use your last heal, but yeah, you can't fight anything anymore.
We picked up a whole 3 MP at level 17.
He's going for it. It's 70 steps when you make that choice to go this way, and he's got to do it with no MP.
Oh, we got one last chance to run from this Armor Knight. Does not get away, and that might be it. Nope, gets another reprieve. Nope, that's it.
Oh, that hurts so much. You're so deep into Sharlock, and to come up with no new information, no armor, and have to do it again. Xarnax gets the next level, got 17, 3 MP. Not what you're looking for, but also, what are you going to do? We'll see if Xarnax goes for the dive or goes for the level.
I think Xarnax goes for the dive here. After fighting Rimbledar and losing where the jerk was, I think Xarnax might be feeling a little bit behind. Says, look, I need to make this dive. I need to go get this armor. My opponent's probably already down here. Might already be on the second dive down. Not knowing that Ryguy not taking the time to grind up for that Silver Shield magic armor, unfortunately, didn't even make it down.
Yeah, and has to get all the way back. And it's basically a big horseshoe-shaped world. You have to walk up, all the way over, and then all the way down. It's probably 2 minutes of walking, even without encounters. But here's the blue dragon, who you don't mind seeing, but it's still just more time.
I like Xarnax's use of the herbs here, trying to conserve that MP. I wonder if Xarnax is going to try to do this all in one. Go die down, get the armor, and then hope that we can get there with full resources and make the DL fight.
Yeah, I have lost to Xarnax doing this in a summer tournament race, so I am not surprised Xarnax is trying to make it work. There's no heal mores to burn, but you've got the death necklace, and if you can get down there with all your MP, pick up the armor, you've got a good shot at winning.
Using those fairy waters, so with that high defense power right now, going to be hopefully, keeping away a lot of the higher tier enemies that could really hurt you. Those werewolf giving him some pause right now.
Yeah, of all the enemies to push back on you, you don't expect it to be the werewolf. That's, I think, the easiest enemy to run from in the Sharlock set. So failing it twice is just kind of a frustrating experience.
That guy is one experience away from 17. This blue dragon will well put him over.
And Ryguy kind of getting the disappointment. We'll see what Ryguy does here, but that does not change the math too much.
Does not change the math at all, I believe.
Yeah, it gives you one more heal on the way down. Not even a heal more.
Xarnax burning that heal right now at the 69 and trying to make it, is about to make the decision between judges table and all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, if you're doing the single dive, you're definitely gambling on the main treasury getting you that armor, and that's where Xarnax is going first.
We enter the U room, then we're about to hopefully get through this, enter the final room, and then into the basement we will go.
Yeah, we haven't. I think we have not seen DL2 from anyone in Sharlock. So we've seen it from some other enemies like the Rogue Scorpion. So you don't need to be at 72 HP to walk around here. It's just scary if you get slapped by a golem.
All right, moment of truth. Well, first is Green Dragon.
Yeah, we interrupt this treasury check with a Green Dragon fight. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, having to burn a heal more, but that would have been. Oh, that would have been so bad.
But you know what? That's the magic armor coming through. If you don't have that magic armor, you're dead.
Fairy Water, Curse Spelt, Herb, Edric's armor in the $200 chest.
You're looking for one more herb, please? One more herb? No, but hey, you'll take a fighter's ring. That works. Yeah, but do you try this? Do you try this fight?
Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's see. With the death necklace, we're looking at 145. So that is 11 to 22. I think you try it. I think you try it here.
I mean, it's only 7 heal mores, but maybe 10 swings does it. If you can get an opening double. I don't think you're going to get a double in the middle of the fight, but if you get an opening double, I think you're at least a coin toss.
Yeah, you have to get at least, I think, 2 doubles to possibly make it. And it's possible. And again, I guess it depends on how you feel right now. If you feel like you are well in the lead and have the chance to take this right here now, you go for it. If you feel like you are, if you feel there's any chance that you might be behind, you might not want to risk it because this would just put you even farther behind.
Yeah, I mean, the risk here is if you die, you have to walk back. Whereas if you just outside and refill, you don't have to go far at all. So it's a huge gamble to go for this. And Xarnax does not have full HP and is probably not going to heal walk 100 HP back very successfully on this floor.
We're going to try for it.
Is going for it. Ryguy is out front of Sharlock trying to pick up 18. Fighting red dragons here. It's a very efficient grind.
Unfortunately, this Armor Knight's going to try to block him and take away some of the progress we've been making.
Oh, we're still going. This is definitely a scary floor. You have decent agility, but green dragons hit hard. Armored knights hit really hard. Blue dragons don't, but I think it's tough.
Yeah, it seems like everything is just absolutely taking it back and taking away all the progress Xarnax was making with these heal walks. And
yeah, I think if you outside here, if you're Xarnax, and you dive before Ryguy gets 18, and then you get in and just beat him to the basement. But if Ryguy gets 18 and starts going for the armor, it's going to be hard for Xarnax to catch up. Now, Ryguy probably will... Go ahead.
Right. I think a lot of it's going to depend on what 18 looks like. If it's not a reasonable MP growth, Xarnax should still be favored here.
Yeah, Ryguy might still need to double dive. Probably won't take quite the gamble that Xarnax took to try to single dive on 8 heal mores, but yeah, I think we'll see what the level gets, and then that'll definitely change Ryguy's strategy if it's a really huge MP level.
But look at that, Xarnax makes the heal walk all the way back up to 137.
I can't believe it.
Here we go. Puts on the death necklace.
Yeah, I think I know chat was saying no death necklace, but I think you need to play the volatility game. You got to go death necklace and just swing for the fences.
Really needs some stop spells from DL1 here, but doesn't get it. We're going in the second fight. We're hoping for not a back attack.
Ryguy's going to pick up 18, but here's the fight. Oh, another 11.
That's 2 minimum rolls in a row. That is not good.
Yeah, the 20 helps, but it's got to turn around fast here. Yeah, do you take the chance? No, you got to keep healing.
Also, Ryguy saw we picked up 6 more MP from level 18, and Ryguy says that's not enough. It's going to go for another level.
Swings are turning around for Xarnax, but is it going to be enough? We need 3 big ones. We need to see 3 really big ones here.
We would have hoping for a low roll on that attack. That would have allowed us to get another double. If we can get one more double in, I think Xarnax might be able to take this.
Oh boy. Maybe you can get a double out of this one. You got a pretty low attack there. Low attack again. Oh, and the fire, no!
Oh, so close.
Oh, and cursed. Not a big deal. Healing's on the way. It saves a little bit of time, just get thrown out like that.
It was like chat saying we were at 140 damage, so somewhere between 10 to 25 short.
Yeah, and when you're swinging 11 to 21, I mean, one more swing gives you almost a 50% chance to win. Xarnax just did not get a great bottom floor, had to burn a heal more. And even with the kind of miraculous heal walking, couldn't squeak out a double anywhere in there.
Yeah, so now it's going to be interesting. As I said, Ryguy is said 18 is not enough. We're going to go to 19. Once they get a little bit more MP, is going to hope for it here. About another 1,000 away, so 3 more red dragons. Xarnax has a long walk to make, but has the armor already. This dive will be it. Barring anything crazy happening, Xarnax should be able to take care of it on the next dive. Ryguy is going to have to do a 1 dive here to have any chance.
Yeah, I think Xarnax comes in with 1 more heal more than last time. That's definitely a big help. Hopefully can get there with herbs to ensure that opening double off the Dragon Lord as well. So, Xarnax can get 2 more swings than the last fight if things go well.
So, Aaron2U2 bringing up a good point. The dive for Xarnax is going to be a little bit harder with less HP now due to the fact that we're cursed. Since Brecken area is right there outside of Sharlock, do we go and take the Death Necklace off?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I do. You just saw every floor. You didn't see any red dragons. You did see a lot of armored knights, but you have pretty good defense now. So I think I'm okay with this HP and the heal walking you have with the armor. But yeah, I mean, if Xarnax uncursed, I would completely see the logic there too. Heal mores are at a premium. You can't lose any on this dive.
Ryguy is 2 red dragons away from level 19 at this point. Xarnax making the move for Cantlin. Going to stock up on fairy waters, restock on herbs, I believe, and we'll have to see if, again, if he goes east out of Cantlin, then we know we're going to take the Death Necklace off. If we go west, then we know we're making a dive.
Yeah, well, we need 2 more red dragons. We got 1 here, puts us 200 away. So 1 more red dragon for Ryguy will be level 19, but Xarnax will be a few steps into Charlock, even if this red dragon shows up right away. Oh, but it's a crit! Oh, you really need that crit. That saves really critical time for Ryguy.
Yep, here we go. 1 power, 5 speed, 7 hit points, 1 MP.
Oh no.
Ryguy,
totally useless levels.
Ryguy probably looking at that going, I just spent an extra, 5 minutes outside for that? And it's worse as Ryguy was running out of resources as well, so having to go restock up on things. It'd be interesting to see. Ryguy probably going to say, hey, look, at this point, still no finishes. I'm at level 19. Gosh only knows what my opponent's done. I need to go now.
Yeah, I mean, Ryguy at least has that full plate, has 72 defense. But even with the armor, is only going to be at 76, which means the Dragon Lord's going to hit pretty hard. This is going to be hard to do in 1 dive if Ryguy even goes for it. Ryguy on the herbs, seeing the same strategy that Xarnax did, using no heal mores, just herbing up, and staying at full that way.
Yeah, but Ryguy really needs to get lucky here. Needs to be able to get away from some of these enemies and conserve all the resources that he can if he wants to make an attempt to single dive this.
Yeah, Ryguy's seen a lot of the floors, kind of knows that it's not too scary, is not heal walking at all, has slightly better agility this time, so maybe can do it without using more than 1 heal more. Xarnax is cruising through here, already in the U room, I believe, so yeah, making good time.
Xarnax already back down on the bottom floor. A lot easier to run of it this time. Has full resources. This should be, barring something crazy happening at this point, Xarnax should be able to take this without any issues this time.
Yeah, I mean, we know there's armored knights. They just have to let Xarnax through unscathed, and yeah, you'll be in way better shape this time around.
Yeah, in the meantime, Ryguy just used his last herb and has still got a couple more floors to go.
Armored Knight! Armored Knight, please!
We'll have to burn a heal more, unfortunately.
Oh, this is... wow. I mean, you gotta try. You can't use another heal more. But that is just unbelievable.
That is awful for Xarnax, and this opens the door for Ryguy. Still, well, no, had to burn one heal more on the way down, but with the levels, with the extra AP, with the extra HP, should be in a good position here.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen what Armor Knights can do, and they can do it to anyone. But yeah, if you're a Ryguy now, you at least feel pretty good about your chances if the armor is here.
Which we know it is in the $200 chest.
You're happy about the herb, you're happier about the armor. And we'll see if he does the check for the ring, and he does.
Yeah, one thing to notice, though, only 2 strength between level 17 and level 19. So, not really... Again, 17 to 19 did not give us much in the way of stat growth, with the exception of that HP, as you can see. Almost a 50-point difference. Granted, Xarnax does have the Death Defense equipped, but...
Yeah, I mean, those were really sad levels, those 2 levels for sure. And Ryguy's definitely going to be... have some thoughts about those levels in the interview, no matter how this plays out. But you know, if it's just 1 heal more, it might be the difference maker. Ryguy does not have magic for a sleep on the Stone Man, just has to punch through, and does.
Ryguy has, I believe, 8 heal mores in the tank. To see if he decides to go for the Death Necklace, and does.
Yeah, I think this is a 12 swing fight and 8 heal mores. You need a couple of doubles. You could even use a heal more during this Dragonlord fight if you got knocked down enough.
Ryguy getting the luck of the stop spell as well, so definitely a lot smoother DL1 fight. Here we go into DL2.
Yep, and Xarnax is about to re-enter Charlock again, and this time, you know, ready for everything. Hopefully, just better run luck from those Armored Knights.
In the meantime, Ryguy getting some very, very low rolls to start here. 13s and 15s are almost mins.
Yeah, even 19 is not great when you could see up to 23. And I think you're looking for those 2s now. And there's 2 in a row. So Ryguy not getting a double there, but 2 good swings.
An interesting question in chat. Ryguy can do anywhere between 23 to 11 damage. 11 to 23.
Okay, we have 126 so far from chat. If you have 3 swings left, I think it's going to be free. Oh, yeah. The heal more to go. GG. Ryguy. Go ahead, everybody, in chat. When Ryguy returns here, gets the princess, and moves to 2-0.
Yes, definitely GG's out in chat for Ryguy for a very, very hard-fought race. This one went back and forth quite a bit. Could have gone any way, but Ryguy, with the decision to grind all the way up to 19, really the difference in this one.
Yeah, I mean, for a 2-key start or a return start and a sword start, 1 hour 53 minutes 41 seconds for Ryguy. Nothing came free after that.
Yeah, this seed basically said, hey, you want some power? Here, we'll give you a sword right off the bat. Good luck with everything else.
And here's Xarnax on the bottom floor. Full resources still. So let's see if the Armored Knight lets him finish this seed and call it a night.
I know right now the dragons are trying to say, excuse me, no. But we do still have 4 herbs left, so doing okay as long as we can get away. I want to point out something on Ryguy's side that we just saw 50 ambushes. If that doesn't tell you how this seed went for Ryguy early on, I don't know what does. That is a high number of ambushes for a DWR seed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are the notable ones, the golems, the rogue scorpions that got 2 kills. The golems had 4 kills on Ryguy, but they had low agility the whole time. They got back attacked a lot.
Xarnax is through. The Stone Man does not get accosted on the way to the Dragon Lord. It's going to do a little bit of a hero walk again. And this time with full resources, should be able to take care of things without a problem.
And that's our winner. Congratulations, Ryguy. GG on the race.
Yes,
How are you doing?
Ryguy, we see you lighting up, but we cannot hear you. You might want to check the settings. I know Windows updates is
sorry. I had my mic on mute. Details. I was saying I was kind of surprised. I thought I was totally going to hit triple digits in ambushes, and I only got 50, like, barely halfway there.
I know, it definitely, from watching, it definitely felt like it was more. It seems like every enemy that you encountered was a back attack, which is just horrible, horrible luck. But what are your thoughts on this seed? Because I know it was a roller coaster to watch.
Yeah, it started off as being seeming like it'd be a jet seed with the sword and right away. And actually I thought I was in trouble when it took me forever to figure out that little northern loop. That it was one continent and they connected together, and I really needed to go south of Swamp Cave. It took me a really long time to figure all that out. It turned out the seed just kept going and going, so that's good. But yeah, that was something.
Yeah, the map was really awful at the end of the day. There was no quick way out of start, and all the things you really wanted to find were very, very far from home at the end of the day. Charlock, Cantlin, the last chest in Rimuldar. You really had to work for those.
Yeah, it was another place where I thought things might have gone awry. Was that first armor dive? I kind of thought, like, well, if this gets close, I'm just going to outside because I don't want to have to walk all the way back from home. And I hit an armored knight. I've got 1 heal more left, and we're a couple rooms away. Do we go for it? And went for it and died, and it was a long walk back, all right.
Yeah, I just want to say Xarnax has defeated the Dragon Lord in the last swing. Did a min roll, I think, at the end, but that was enough, and is there to also finish the game on this tough seed. GG, Xarnax.
Ooh, on 17, too. That was the other thing, was I was really glad I found those red dragons. That let me pick up a couple extra levels, because Charlock was being kind of mean.
Yeah, it seemed like everything in the seed had it out for both of you. Just whether it was a wombo combo or sleep plus something nasty, or just everything was just hitting everybody left and right, and not wanting to let you guys go anywhere. Even with the relatively low number of deaths. I mean, 14 for you and only 8 for Xarnax. Um, but it still just it felt like everything was just bashing you guys all seems long.
Yeah, made me realize how lucky I was. I think at the beginning I maybe made it 20 minutes, and I feel like I wandered up to Garanham and Cole, and I only got killed twice, maybe once by a red dragon on quote-unquote Swamp Continent. And then the seed was like, actually, we're going to kill you a lot more now. Holy cow, also, Xarnax got a silver? Did I miss another gold grind?
We'll talk to about that if Xarnax comes in, but
Oh, did he death necklace it?
he did 2 different gold grinds off of the freebie cave to top off gold. First for the silver, and then for the magic armor.
Guess that explains 17.
Yeah, that magic armor early plus the silver shield definitely gave the defensive edge there. But with that, I believe we are joined by Xarnax. GG's and well run.
Thank you, GG Ryguy.
Yeah, GG Xarnax. That was pretty close, especially for being a longer season.
Yeah.
So, congrats on surviving that.
Man, this one hurts.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be the worst sword in throne room seed I've seen maybe ever, certainly in a while.
It was. I mean, well, I don't know how much they've told you about my run.
Not much.
So I finished on my 3rd dive.
Yeah, you took 3 shots at the Dragon Lord, right? Each time.
Yeah, and well, the second time I got run blocked by an armored knight like 10 times, and didn't make it to the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, you were just before the spike tile.
Right. Yeah. So, but man, everything before Shylock felt really, really good.
Yeah, I think Gambit and I were talking, and we thought, as hard as the seed was, that you both would feel really good about how you'd run it, and I totally agree. The first hour 30 from both of you, it was very close, and as hard as the seed was, you were both constantly making progress and really checking off things, just looking for that armor.
Yeah. The one thing that killed me the most probably was I was actually planning to orphan Rimuldi, and just assume armor wasn't there, but all I remembered about Token's location was that it was in a desert. When I remembered walking east into a desert and finding Token, so I was hugging the east coast, and it was really closer to the middle of the world. And so when I was re-looking for Token, or not Token, the rainbow drop. So when I was looking to get my rainbow drop, I happened across Rimuldi and figured I'd check the chest. So it looked like a better play than it actually was.
We could tell you lost the jerk there a bit. It was in a weird spot, and yeah, you didn't get there from Swamp the first time. You did the direct walk the first time, so that path was not familiar.
Right.
That was probably the only advantage I had, just doing that little loop for the first 20 minutes over and over again. Was like, I know where that is. I passed that 5 times.
Nice, but that was a fun one. It was a challenge. I love late Healmore seeds.
It's kind of interesting too that I don't think I was a fan of the fact that the spike tiles were kind of both worthless. I think I used them to top off a couple times, but they were pretty garbage.
Yeah, I used the Hawksness tile. Well, so this was part of why I felt so good early. The first time I found Swamp Cave was like level 4, and I killed the green dragon 3 times in a row. And I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
never
that's not really supposed to happen.
you didn't see
Oh,
the Hurtmore.
right. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I one shot 3 in a row, and then I was at an MP, and then I was like, I'm gonna die now anyway. And then so yeah, I used that one there, and then I never went back. Well, I picked up Gwayland early. That ended up being a wash, I guess. And then I used the Hawksnest tile after I was done with my exploration to get to heal more.
Yeah, y'all both ended up picking up Gwayland very early on, well before you found Caitlin, which I was a little surprised at, but definitely paid dividends later on, considering where those coordinates ended up being.
I mean, I ended up walking to the coordinates from the castle anyway, so it was a minor time save, if any. But I also was like, it just worked with my routing because I was going through swamp to get to a gold grind for the silver shield. And so it was really easy, and I knew I was going to go to the throne room to save after I got the shield line. So Gwayland was barely out of my way at all. It just made sense.
Yeah, I think I was similar. I was topping off a level, I don't know, one of the levels, and it was like, well, I don't know exactly where Caitlin is, but it's way the heck out there, and this map's all
Right.
windy and stuff. Like, let's just grab her right now.
Yeah. Did you use the bonus cave for gold at all?
Nope. I rocked the chainmail and small shield for a very large portion of the game.
Wow, that's impressive. Because our MP was so low. We just went through resources so quickly. I was fairly early on. I was like, I would really rather not die because I already know there's not a gold grind. If there is any way to naturally get this gold, that defense is going to be important.
Yeah, I think I should own stock in the Garanham item shop after all the herbs I bought there. I should be like a 20% owner by this point.
Yeah, I got a lot there too. Probably not as many as you, but
yeah, that was the plan. Load up on herbs and go hurt more whatever you can, or try to save whatever resource you could. At least heal more wasn't eating up our resources, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was a really good balance of unique stat deficiencies, I guess. And then with the Shylock enemies all over the map, that was a fun one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I just remember thinking you didn't really miss a beat. I mean, there were a lot of routing decisions, but both rescuing Gwayland actually very similar times to each other. How you routed, both getting the coordinates and then deciding, yep, I'm going to go dive mountain, clear that out before I go home and start trying to find the coordinates. You really both, in many ways, were kind of right next to each other, making the same decisions, but they were a lot of good ones the whole race.
Yeah, I just remember really hoping that the coordinates had the armor. That was my last search, I think. So it's kind of sad to see that death necklace, but
for sure. I was sad not to find a fighter's ring in Mountain Cave, because there was one point where I had no magic for repel, and I happened upon a zone with metal slimes, and when I was looking for my last bit of MP, we had 131 attack power.
Yeah, I remember mentioning, like, at some point you were really close to being able to grind metal slimes, and I also don't remember where they were, but I know we'd seen them, and fairly early in the seed.
Oh, right. Really? I don't.
Right outside Garanham, I think, but I don't know if they were in that desert I was hanging out in sometimes. I guess I had repel, but
I never saw
right
one
outside
there.
Garanham.
I had repel walking through there the whole time. I saw mine in a desert just outside the exit of Swamp Cave.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw. I think I only saw the one that was over by Garanham, and I never saw it again.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't. I was like, I mean, the entire seed, I was like, I was when our strength kept going up, I was like, should I stop casting repel and hope I come across metals? No, it's a pipe dream. But I mean, the likelihood of finding them is so low because, yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to have repel on that whole seed.
Yeah, but if you don't have repel, you might find 1 metal slime and 7,000 Drakeys. That's worth like 21,000 experience, right? By the time you finally chop through the Drakey army.
Exactly.
Well, I know this was a very, very well run race between the both of you, and it was a joy to watch and commentate. And I hope you guys, if you go back and watch it and just see how much it was back and forth the entire way, really kept us all on our toes. And
That's fun. Man, I can't. I don't know how much you. I mean, I know how hard it is to watch two screens at the same time, especially if he was fighting the Dragon Lloyd. That first Sharlock dive was just. That last floor was one of the worst things I've ever seen. There were like 5 different things that went wrong. Like 2 steps before I got Erdrick's armor, I got a green dragon that I couldn't run from. Like, run blocked me twice, cast hurt more twice. I had to use a heal more. And that was like 3 steps away from Erdrick's armor. And then when I got to the spike tile, I had, 58 MP? I cast Sleep on the Stone Man and it missed. And then it took me 4 swings to kill him. And then took me about 4 minutes to heal walk to give me a chance to beat the Dragon Lloyd. And then the Dragon Lloyd, he didn't back attack me, but he never cast Stop Spell. His swings were all for over 20 damage. I ended up having to heal more after, going into round 1.
Yeah, I mean, I was commenting that your magic armor saved you against that green dragon, because without that, those hurt mores would have finished you off before you got the armor.
That's true.
But yes, it did all otherwise go pretty wrong for you.
And then my first 2 swings were for 11.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was looking at the wrong window and I saw 11 go by again. I was like, is that the same 11 on the other screen, or was that twice? And yeah.
Just absolute heartache that entire 15 minutes.
But, I mean, we were all pretty impressed that you went for the single dive, used the herbs to get through the damage tiles, and then, gave yourself a real shot at an extremely hard situation at the end of that bottom floor.
Yeah, I think I saw 1 red dragon between all 3 dives, so that helped for sure. But yeah,
Sherlock?
I think I saw 1 in the middle zone.
Oh, okay. I definitely saw them outside, but I didn't see any inside.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But yeah. Well played. Congrats on the win, and man, I've got a huge uphill battle now. I want to make brackets. I think I'm gonna need a little help.
Yeah, I think your group does your group have 8? Do you get 7 races?
Yes. No, because I'm in the group with the 1 seed.
I was gonna say, I think I only have 6 races scheduled, so I hope we don't have 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so races Xarnax, that's 1 and 3. So 3 and 3 is your best bet.
Yep.
Got a chance with 3 and 3, I'm sure. But yeah, you might need some help. You might need some tiebreakers.
Sure. Yep.
And Ryguy, that's 2-0. So a good start. Lots of races left, but probably pretty happy in this situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think, like we've said, every group is pretty tough. I think if I remember in the reveal show, our group in particular is like, oh my gosh. So it could easily turn into 2 and 4, but yeah, I can't ask for a much better start, obviously. So
Well, GG's again on a well-run race, and good luck for the rest of your matches. It's late, Brian. You got anything else, or are we?
No, I know. I'm all wired up now from that finish. The adrenaline going. But yes, it is late. We should probably wrap it up here.
Well, as I said, GG's. I just want to thank Math Girl for doing the restream for us, and on behalf of my co-commentator Brian Williams, 42, I have been Gamer017. Y'all have a great rest of the night. Oh, actually, before we go, we have a bunch of races tomorrow. We should probably shout them out, shouldn't we?
Well, we can if we have it handy.
Yeah, looks like they just came up on the screen. We have, starting in about 6 hours from now, Joof 17 taking on Velu V. Then we've got Malachor and Edge traveling at 2 o'clock. Ratliff the Rat and Billick at 4, as well as Secret Agent Mand and Beast Supreme TV. At 5 o'clock, we've got Tilo taking on Gamer017. At 6 o'clock, Tristal taking on the Hangry Canuck. 9 o'clock, Diabetes II taking on Lord of the Synth, as well as Keyless taking on Quinn Patrick. And then at 10 o'clock, we have Smashy taking on Fitzen Toaster. So a lot of races tomorrow. We'll see how many we are able to get a restream on. I know I'm not going to be waiting 6 hours for that one, so good luck for that crew. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on the Discord for any restreamed races. Keep an eye on both the channel here as well as RPG Limit Break. And yeah, I'll toss it over to you, Brian, for any final thoughts.
Nope. Thanks to our restream crew here, Math Girl helping us tonight. As always, appreciate it. And great race, Ryguy and Xarnax. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.